it somebody right on my core? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? And how are you? Well, I hope everything with you is doing well. I hope you had a good week. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday as we approach another. I don't look at New Year's Eve as a holiday, but I do look at it as a day of celebration that you made it for another year. I do see that. Now, I feel a sneeze coming. And I feel tormented. Baby Crone, can you take over to the doorway?
Yes, so we're going to be talking about a news recap today and just talk about some things that has briefly graced us. There are some things in heavy news that we're going to talk about, and then some lighter things in news that we're going to talk about. But like we always say on this channel, we are a news station, and we always talk about what's going on in the world around us and keeping you guys informed and updated.
And yes, thank you, baby. We are a news station, but bear in mind, we are esoteric. And also bear in mind that we believe in conspiracies. So we are conspiracists as well.
Yes.
We never make
Not at all.
That's one thing. We believe in conspiracies because there is truth in many conspiracies. And one of the things that I want to talk about before I get into it is the Somalian situation. I did a video on it before. Maybe I'll play a little snippet of it. I don't know. But I didn't want to respond because I didn't understand. And one of the things that I'm struggling with, after talking to a white friend of mine, I have to say white, a full Caucasian, someone that I value as a friend, someone that I look up to when I am lost. I go to this person and see what they have to say. Been friends with this person for many, 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 many years. And in the middle of being friends with this person, I come to realize this person is a racist. Now, I don't know about you, but I think I can share this with you. The argument for me is what this person is. As an African American, that my ancestors lead from slavery to the day. I came over my ancestry record. I had it done. I am a true native. I am my bloodline is, I am an indigenous of America. My bloodline says it. On my mother's side and on my father's side, from my mother, my grandmother on my father's side, his mother, but my grandfather was not. Now, I don't know whether he was, but I know that about me. So I know where I come from.
Right.
But from my friend who is white, lets me know that the reason why a lot of times Black people get confused about why is it that all Black people are considered refugees. This is coming from a white person, so like I said, this is just a thought. So I'm sharing it with you. Because we're all of color. You understand? We multicolors. So no matter where you come from, you got color, you came from Africa. This is what the census. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're Somalian, I don't care if you're Asian, I don't care if you're Indian, from India, Native, I don't care. Your skin is brown. If your skin brown, brown like me, You got kinky, curly, any part of Africa in you.
Yep, any drop of that melanin.
Any drop of that melanin show up in you, you are an African. You come from Africa. And under that, you are all under the banner of Africans. So when you hear the Somalians or you hear the Mexicans saying, well, why isn't the black people, why they not going? Because the white people's census is you all are refugees, even the Americans. I hope I'm making it clear because this blows my mind. So I said to him, make it make sense to me. Make this make sense. Like, okay, my ancestors was born over here by slaves. I mean, to be slaves. They yearn. Now, you didn't just get any slaves. You got the creme de la creme slave. You got the slave with the good teeth. You got the slave that was strong and robust. You got the slave that were mighty hunters. They didn't just go out and get the pygmy with the plate. They didn't do that. They were getting the creme de la creme. So those that survived and went through the Middle Passage and made it, even in their worst condition, they were still robust. They still could run. They had their own native language and their way, but they were still childbearing. And so when the masses came to see what they had, they bought them and looked at them as animals. Now today they don't probably in realistic way and just being realistically, probably white people don't see us as animals.
Right.
But they probably see us still as African. It doesn't
DNA
matter.
Come from.
Go ahead.
I was just saying that's where their DNA comes from. So it's just in their blood to just still see from that perspective, even if it's changed.
And because of that, this America was raised on a British concept. It was brought into being on a British concept. This is what I'm understanding. It's mind blowing. And because it's raised on this British concept, then therefore we white people that came over on the Mayflower came over on the Mayflower, started a nation, brought people over. This our land. Our ancestors. We went and got it. And yes, and in the 20th century, they gave black folks, you want to go somewhere, go to Liberia. I think it's Liberia.
Yes.
Owned by the United States, but just go on over there. That's where black folk and American could go. That's your land, Liberia. So understanding that and understanding the mindset, they still see us as worthless. They still see us as you are still meant to work in our fields. They still see us, and since the black Americans say we ain't doing it, well, you're getting rid of all of low-life black people that will do it and that will vote for me. And that and you getting rid of all of you don't want to do it. No, because we are indigenous servants. We are indigenous to this country. Just like you are indigenous. You didn't make America. You didn't discover America. You stumbled onto America and brought us here. My ancestors. And so you still want to pigeonhole us to something that didn't work. And so you go out and get all these refugees of color. Bring them to the country and say they all. And now when you're saying, hey, the black people of the real black Americans, they are of this land. And so you got the Somalians and everybody saying, I was born in this land. Okay, but no, you gotta go. Was your mom and papa born in this land? Or were your mom and papa pregnant when they came? Did you get pregnant a year? Is your mother and father from this land? So if your mother and father not from this land, how could you be possibly born from this land?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the argument.
Yeah.
And so it leads me to feel a sense of afraid, because it just looks like if we don't do something, America is not going to look like America anymore.
Mm-hmm. No.
That's all I got to say about that.
You know, that is a good comment, because that sort of reminds me of your dream slightly.
Mm-hmm.
When he was talking about how it looked one way in the backyard, then when he went to the front yard, it felt like it was a different country. Maybe that could be even symbolizing the change that's getting ready to come towards America.
We're not going to look like America anymore if we don't wake up. And I think one of the things that's really shocking me personally, and I'm not trying to offend anybody because I'm ignorant. In other words, I know and understand little. Okay, I'm understanding this, and what I see is a lot of white people and black people. We vote, but we don't really know what we're voting for.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
You say you hate a person, but when somebody give a reason, you can't even give a reason for your hate. You hate because you was programmed to hate.
Mm-hmm.
You was programmed because you trust this party or that party, instead of saying, wait a minute, let me go do the work. Let me ask questions. Let me dig in. And then when you do start digging in and you start asking the tough questions, then your best friend might become a racist.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you seeing it for the very first time. What do you do?
Yep, that's true.
What do you do when you see that your best friend see you as no different than a Somalian, no different than a Mexican? And it's nothing you could say to change it.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And tell you that is the mindset of white people.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You can't change me. Do that make sense?
Yes, and it's a bit weird because different states, like now we're just hearing about everything that's going on in Minnesota and what's going on with the Somalians, but just to know that Minnesota is almost like a melting pot of a state.
That's what's scaring me. Minnesota is turning into, for far as I'm understanding, it's just turning into a melting pot of other countries coming and setting up a country and setting up their rights and what they're going to do and what they want. How is it that you are a refugee, you come to this country for safety, and yet you want to get up there and change the rules and make it your... I don't understand this. I'm not judging. I don't understand.
It'd be different if they...
But I'm not supposed to say nothing because I'm a refugee too. You are a servant.
I don't know when we stop becoming refugees.
So it's like, wait a minute. So you're not... We don't hear you, black person. What? You ain't no different. And so you got the Somalians and you got the Mexicans and you got the Wongs or
the Mongs.
The Mongs and the Indians and all of that. And they telling you, you like us. That's what the white man's saying. We're like them. And until they begin to understand we're not, we have to set ourselves different and be different. And demand respect, like those Somalians and other people that burn a flag, or that those other people that take down a flag and put up their flag, or in the middle call for worship, and anybody around in their area got to respect that. That's not America. Now, you know, a lot of white people say, I don't care about that. And I'm like, when did y'all stop caring? Because who's going to do the work? That's a small thing. But then on one hand, you're afraid the colors, they're taking over. But I'm confused.
But you know what?
I'm confused in it all.
But that goes very well in hand with the fact that many fans are trying to get a petition signed so that Nicki Minaj can get deported back to Trinidad. They're just like...
On a lighter note.
Yes, on a lighter note. Speaking about all the immigration, and I think that I recently heard that our borders are also closed on top of that. So
We're not taking in any new, none. Turned away. Boop, go away.
But there's
And I don't know what to feel about anything because I can't make a decision in confusion.
Yes,
and as
we've got a
this
lot going on.
unfold to me, like you can't convince me that there wasn't something big going on behind the scenes. That Nikki, remember, just several months ago, Beyonce and Jay-Z was at their table at Make America Great. MAGA. Snoop Dogg. As a matter of fact, I don't know how true it is, but Baby Crones said they want Snoop Dogg to do the Super Bowl and not
Bad Bunny.
What do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, Snoop Dogg has contributed to, if we are really about MAGA and all about American cultures, the Snoop Dogg has definitely contributed a lot. He showed off his talent that he could do a halftime show. So I definitely agree with fans. You know, Snoop Dogg has showed that he can live up to the legacy. The numbers prove that he was well enjoyed and entertaining. So therefore, why not have Snoop Dogg there if the fans are demanding it? But all that going on with everything that's happening around this country going on. Speaking of Jay-Z and Beyonce, Forbes is now just recently
But she been a billionaire.
She's a billionaire.
She been a billionaire. They just probably announcing it.
Yeah, they now just announcing it. However, back to the I guess the cultural dilemma within the United States. In some positive news out there, hopefully this is some positive news. A peace walk. 19 traveling Buddhist monks are traveling from from Texas to DC.
No, Texas, and I think they went from Texas to Georgia.
Yeah, to Georgia.
And from
right
Georgia
now.
to DC.
Yeah, Georgia's their halfway mark. They have been on walking foot for 59 days, and this is supposed to be a 120-day march. Is right.
A march for peace. And they're getting warm reception wherever they go. I would imagine so.
Yes.
I would imagine so. Those monks, Buddhists. I told you. She did. Told you. I'm a Buddhist at heart and always will be. Because it's not about religion. That is just one. You can be a Christian. You could be whatever faith you want to be and be a Buddhist. What is that? Just being an enlightened one and walking in the principles. It's just, anyway.
Yeah. But, this march started in October and is supposed to end in February.
They got a lot of walking.
Yes, they chose the coldest months too on top of that. Anyway, speaking of some really good positive news, actually, we're still talking about those Christmas holidays, seasons that just happened recently, and allegedly there hasn't been pictures out there that prove it yet, but many sources are claiming that Kim and Kanye spent the holidays together for the sake of the kids to give off good vibes.
I think that's beautiful.
And
I think that she was just saying how he was such a deadbeat that I guess he got with, okay, she wants me to come around. Because I guess, she didn't want him around. She was bitching and complaining, taking the kids away, doing all the silly season stuff. And then when he made himself ghost, now it's like, he ain't around. I want you to be around. Right. Because until we understand as women, stop holding children as hostage. Don't say that he has access and then y'all bickering about the kids. The kids should always be first with the both of you. Always. And if he doesn't like something, y'all need to really work together on both of you, how y'all want to raise your child. Because it seems to me, Kim, you're going to do what you want to do when it comes to North. She's an influencer, and that's what you want her to be.
Yes.
And even though her dad did not want that for her, that's what you wanted. He have no say.
Yes.
So when you keep telling a man he don't have no say and going over and over, they walk away. And now he's a deadbeat. I never thought of Kanye as a deadbeat,
No, never.
even in his absence. But what I do see, Kim, I see that, and you admitted that you want it your way. And if it's not your way, then it's no way at all. And that's the way you play the game. You say you don't, but you do.
You do.
Just in your confessionals. Because you think your way is right.
Mm-hmm.
And it isn't. And even though the media even tell you, even bloggers, you still do what you want to do and tell us to mind your business. So if you're doing that to us, then how do you treat Kanye?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, so when you're going through all these problems and brain aneurysm, when you're tired and you're getting there,
She is getting.
you're getting there. And I hope for your sake and most of all the kids that he was there and that y'all did that marvelous thing together.
Mm-hmm.
However, I feel bad for his wife that she wasn't a part of that.
Got you. Understand. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that has gone on in recent news just recently.
Anything else?
No, I was honestly trying to scroll through some media outlets to see if any last minute news would grace my feed.
Well, that's what's going on. And I think that when Meg came out, not Meg, I'm sorry. When Nikki came out, I think she turned the political world upside down. Definitely a game changer. Mm-hmm. People want her gone. I don't know what's to come, of her or anything, but I don't think that they're going to do very much. I think she's in the hands of God. Yes. At this moment. Mm-hmm. And I think she is well protected. And for all of you who walk away and say you don't want to deal with her anymore, and as I understand it, is thousands upon thousands. And if that is so, she says she doesn't care.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Spoke her piece, freedom of speech.
And I think, and no matter what, I agree with that. However, you got a person that's not even the United States speaking. And then we want to understand why you got Somalians and everybody out there saying what they want to say. And they're not even a citizen. I find it appalling.
Yeah, we did give a lot of voice to people that aren't citizens.
And yet she's not a citizen, but because she says what mega, not for or against in one way or other, I think that it's biased. And I think the things, the way they run is unfair. Oh, that's yes. All I'm saying. Uh-huh. They really, from where I'm looking.
Yeah, they really saw it. They saw it in their visions. They was just like, yes, Nikki, go and speak. The Barbs are going to be.
But she's not even a citizen, and that's what's insulting about it. I'm glad that she did get to speak. But then when we get the Somalians sit up there and they tell us we ain't doing this and we're not doing, play a video.
Mm-hmm, yes, I got you. Got to cue it up. Hold on. Keep talking.
We ain't doing this. We ain't doing that. We get, oh my God. But yet, it shouldn't be right. Mm-hmm. They shouldn't. What is going on in this country? I don't know. I don't understand. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand. I don't understand any of it anymore. I don't understand. Once upon a time, white people used to care. But it seems like now white people don't care. They're so complacent. I don't understand. Black people, we're caring. Yes. We're caring for all of us. But the white people sit back, they just, I don't care. I don't know. Half of them don't even know what's going on. Mm-hmm. They sitting back, I don't understand.
All right, I found one video.
Okay.
There was a second video of a female that I'll pull up while that's playing.
Okay. I just want to say, this is the
work is so hard.
Okay. I can get out the way. There we go.
Okay.
So I can be home all day, free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah. Go to work for me, you fucking white animals. Fucking work for me. Yeah, you fucking work for me. And the U.S. government they work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work. Pay them taxes. Take care of me and my people. All right? This is my land. I control this place. This is my reality. You all gonna be enchained. I'm gonna lock all you guys up if you don't pay your taxes.
Cool. Lock
us up if we don't crazy. Pay Do you know when I saw that movie, Pirates, they scared me. I don't. But they could be mounting up an army behind our back. We don't know. And they say it's only like 84,000. That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. All right.
And then we got Minnesota. Is that what it is?
Yes, Minnesota.
Minnesota. We got that's the largest. But you got India. You got the Hmong. You got Nigerians. You got what else? You got Where are the American people? They rule the inner cities, the two cities. The outer the cities are where the white people live.
Yeah.
The inner cities is run.
And I got the second clip for you.
Y'all should fight for y'all city.
We're not going to play the full clip because it was long.
First, I'm actually
All right, here we go.
so shocked that Trump is attacking us. I think Trump should be thanking us in multiple ways, and I'm going to explain. First things first, I think we are a good example of what the American dream can look like. Like Somali Americans, and it's making me sad and it's funny. Like I know Somali people are very funny. We're like the class clan who also happens to be valedictorian. Somalis in Minnesota are so successful. I take multiple trips a year to Minnesota and I leave so inspired. You have Somali-owned law firms, Somali-owned pharmacies, Somali-owned everything you can think of, and it's so inspiring to see that what my community could do in just 30 years. Literally, we came to this country not speaking English, not knowing anything. We're Black, Muslim, we're immigrant, and we're able to be that successful. It should be really applaud. Like, I need Trump to stand up and applaud for us because it's shocking.
That's so sad. Why can't you do that in your own country? It needs you. How and I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't understand how is this okay with white folks. And we Black folks, I'm just the nerve. We never had those liberties ever.
Yeah, the
my ancestors would have been shot in the head to even say something. I'm appalled, and I can't hide it. Not just with them, but every race, even the Hispanics. I'm not saying all. We know that.
It's the ones out there that's boasting, saying that they are profiting off of the American dream and are the representatives of what the American dream should look like.
And going to show you how it's done.
Yes, off of fraud is interesting.
And going to show us how to make America great again. We have to dress like you, look like you, act like you, and yet you don't even want to wait on us. You don't even want to wait on us because our skin not white and because you patriot to white folk. I can't. What's wrong with this? It's something wrong with this picture. I don't know, but I know one thing. We're in for something, and this is not good. And I don't know. And when you ask white people why you hate Trump or why you for the Republican Party or why you would get, they don't have an answer. They give you some elementary school. And then you say, well, they get rappers because rappers can speak on their level. You got rappers that ain't finished high school. So you got rappers that can get on their level and talk to them because many of Americans are ignorant.
Yes, they just peddle a message.
They ignorant. You tell them one thing and they'll just, instead of reading or searching, they'll take what you say and run with it. And then when you challenge them, they have no answer because they can't answer it. And that is sad. And all I'm saying is, white people, you've been here too long. You know better. And Black people, wise up. Know the signs of the times. Read. We're not ignorant. Many of us can read. At least a 6th grade level, because that's all you really need.
Yeah.
You got this. Wise up. It's time to get wise. Things are crazy. And it's not only the United States that's going through this, getting rid of people. It's happening in other major countries too.
Yes.
Get wise. Because you're going to have to start figuring, what do you think these refugees are going to do?
If that's true, if nobody wants them.
If nobody wants them. Because of what they do. They come in and they take over. That's the way the media shows me.
Yes.
And then they think they doing us a favor. And we're going to show you how to do it in our way. So America, in about another 10, 20 years, America, there are going to be places in America that's not even going to look like America. You might as well just pack your bags and just let it on over to those other countries, because that's what it's starting to look like. Another country. How? do we allow it to get like this? As if slavery didn't teach you anything.
Okay. I like that. Mm-hmm.
I'm disturbed. This is disturbing people on so many levels.
Yep. I mean,
Wake up.
Yep. Without celebrities to really talk about this cold season as we're coming into, well, in this winter season that we're coming into, all we got is the political news to really talk about and what's affecting the socio-political, economic landscape of America that affects all of us. And we can only pray and hope that things are going to change for the New Year's. So please spread those beautiful sunflower seeds.
And let me say this before we close out.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to add that this is the scientific. This is the world. This is the condition of the world in which we live in. But what I hope on Friday, we will get into the astrology part, how this is happening, why this is happening. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Why are some major shifts happening?
Yes.
What are they? We're going to go into more detail and science versus astrology and why astrology is believed.
Yeah.
And what, we're going to get into it because of the parallels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's my plan for Friday. So please join us to see. I'll whatever it is, I'll make sure that I'll put the title up.
Yes.
But I really want to go through that this weekend.
Well, we're going to be doing 2 lives. One for bringing the New Year's.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
tell
one
me about
on Friday.
that. Yeah.
Yes. So Wednesday night, approximately 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to come on live with you guys and rein in the New Year's as we watch the ball drop, especially as they drop a new ball called the Constellation. Look at that name. Very grand and big.
Very grand. And constellation of everything.
Mm-hmm. And as 2020.
And they're supposed to be dropping it also for the 4th of July.
Yes, too, which is very interesting. Doing something new.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, baby. Cry.
But yes, catch that live on Wednesday night. But as usual, our weekly Friday lives at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week, as
it's 7 to 8. So if you're going to call in, you got up until about 8 o'clock because we'll be closing out around 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that being said, go ahead.
Yes. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We really mean a lot to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Please and thank you. Like I said earlier, spread those beautiful sunflower seeds all over the earth because God knows we definitely need it, especially for the new year.
Yeah.
Leave your comments down below about anything that we talked about. Please share your opinions so that way we can get a conversation, discussion out there. That's also part of with news, just discussing and hearing what everybody else has to say. You guys keep us informed as well.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
And hype us up.
Yep, hype us up and thumb us up.
And you know what we say?
Sunflowers.